get one thing we Deji talk one day.
What thing?
I can't remember. But the way Deji said it sounded like he had information what was already going on before he entered the house. But like say catch himself, say jabber. So he quickly corrects himself. I may be wrong, but it just sounded like that.
You guys, they have figured Deji out. I am reporting live from behind the scenes of Anita Hesia TV. So let me give you guys the gist of what's happening or what has been happening today. A lot of hot things have been happening in the house. I'm like, okay, let me just come and give you guys updates. So Adekunle and GIDDYFIA were having a conversation, and Adekunle just told GIDDYFIA what he had observed about Deji. That he has Deji said something that kind of like made it seem like this guy has some kind of information. Then the one that made me know that okay, he's really suspecting that there's something going on here is when he referred to another season that they brought in 2 fake housemates.
Bisola, this thing. Did you watch it?
Yeah, that I feel now.
Where they bring 2 additional housemates later. John Oga and Essie.
Yeah.
So they're fake housemates now.
I wonder how he's going to feel when Big Brother reveals that, okay, he's actually a fake housemate. So it was still inside the same sewing pattern that they now started talking about some other things. Diana brought gist to the table, or she brought gossip to the table, in fact. So she came into the room and was like, they are gossiping about her in the living room. And then they were like, who's the person? And the next thing she's like, is it not that wicked witch? I was like, hey, Diana, what's that? Apparently it was Bella, SHEGGZ and Doyin that were talking, right? So she just came to tell them that they were gossiping about her. And then GIDDYFIA was like, that's the same thing that they did the other day in the garden.
Who did gossip about me?
Those wicked witch.
Who? Bella, SHEGGZ, Doyin.
They didn't know you were a person.
No, they know.
And they continued.
And the same thing we didn't do the other day, now I come outside now.
Diana, which one is wicked witch again? Like, even if someone does something that to offend you, like, you don't have to use such names to describe the person. That, for me, I feel like that's a little bit extreme. In fact, that's extreme, and it did not really make sense to me. I understand that, okay, they might have been talking about her, and it may be annoying, but there's so many other ways that she should have gone about it. So, they just started talking about it, and Adekunle was now saying that SHEGGZ is not a guy man. He was telling he was telling GIDDYFIA that his guy is not really a guy man, and GIDDYFIA was like, yeah, he noticed it, that SHEGGZ feels like he's a guy man, but he's not really a guy man. And then he now wanted to now talk about another thing that he has observed, but he didn't want to say it. But Adekunle now helped him, or Adekunle now said something that made him to call with what he was saying.
How your guy no be guy man last?
Who?
How your guy?
He no be too much guy man. He feels him be guy man, but he no be guy man.
At all.
And it's also possible. I don't want to talk about it. It has been on my mind for days.
So it isn't a strategy.
You don't get that, and it won't make any sense because that girl don't come love him.
Guy. So we have gotten to the point where people are detecting people's strategies, because yesterday we had SHEGGZ talking about the fact that Fina's pigeon is a strategy, and now we now have another set of people discussing strategies here and saying that SHEGGZ's strategy is to do what he's doing with Bella, and GIDDYFIA is now saying that Bella has fallen for him. This whole thing of people detecting people's strategies and everybody should play their game. If you play with another person's emotions, then that's bad. But if it's real, it could be real, it could be whatever. Then we had Diana saying that that it's real. That why would he be murmuring like that if it was a strategy? Diana,
I don't know, say even that one you take. Me say I don't think of.
It's genuine. No.
Continue.
I don't know they do the movie.
Bro, my baby girl, stop now. Why they do like that? And she person no fit fake all that thing.
If somebody is an actor and they're good acting, they can act anything.
You come and act Mumu.
Now you think saying Mumu now?
There's nothing I'm not saying in this Big Brother house. Like, first of all, Diana had to use the word mumu. I don't know, I feel like she used the worst terms to address situations. And then we have these other people saying that it's fake. Adekunle said he's acting. I don't think this is not the first time he's saying it though. Okay, there's a lot that we're gonna have to address at the reunion, or maybe Ebuka is going to come and shake tables. Like all the side talks that have been happening in this house, maybe Ebuka is going to come and talk about it or address it. So SHEGGZ was having his own conversation with Doyin and Bella, and apparently they were talking about Groovy as in like in a positive way, kinda. So SHEGGZ is not telling them that you don't know what money does to niggas, and they're talking about Groovy, that he's all calm, he's chilled and all of that, that if you give Groovy money, that he's gonna change, he's gonna have like mind, he's gonna have balls.
It's because you girls are girls, you know. It's talking about groovy. You don't know what money does to niggas. Money will change a nigga. Sure. Your balls will just come from nowhere. 100%, like, just give groovy money, yeah. He's gonna be different.
I like him. He's not a bad person. He seems like a very chilled person.
Money changes the game, you know.
For me, I think this is projecting. If you would change when you have when you have a lot of money, if you change when you have a lot of money, doesn't mean that somebody else will change. Groovy has money. People should not look at all this things that's happening. Groovy has money. So, moving on, Sha. Then we have the Quidax task. The first part of the task had to do with the puzzle, and they had to put the puzzle together, and the first 12 people that finished the puzzle qualified to get into the next round. So the first 12 people that qualified were Hermes, Adekunle, Daniela, Deji, SHEGGZ, Khalid, Rachel, Doyin, Chichi, and Ilebaye. So after the first round, they went into the house, and apparently there was a fight between Ilebaye and Daniela, and it was about socks. It turns out that Ilebaye was claiming socks, particular socks, and went to drag it from Daniela's hands, right? And then Daniela flipped a bit. In fact, yeah, the argument or the quarrel was not even. I was wondering why it was that deep. So you guys, the quarrel did not even really last long. They just had to stop them from taking it too far. There was a point where Khalid entered into the conversation, and he was talking to Ilebaye. It was funny, but the way Brian dragged him out of the conversation was very funny. He was like, "Don't even go there. Though I advise you, this is not the best thing for you to do. I've been there, done that, and I'm very sure you do not want to do that."
You don't listen. You don't ever listen. You don't ever listen. I promise you don't.
Thank you.
I promise you just go away. I promise you don't.
Meanwhile, Bella was complaining about the first task of the first Quidax task and not, qualifying. She didn't like it, and SHEGGZ now gave her a massage. As a way to relax her muscles and her nerves. I say, all right. Then for the next part of the Quidax task, they were asked to put some balls into a hole. Then after that, they will pick up some tiles and use it to form different words on a board. So the first 8 people that finished this part of the task qualified for the next round. And the 8 people that qualified were Kes, Adekunle, Khalid, Doyin, Daniela, Rachel, Deji, and Hermes. So for the next part, they were asked to transport balls from one point to another using a spoon, and they had to hop, right? So you hop, and if the ball falls, you go back, and only 4 people qualified to the next round from that one. And the 4 people that qualified were Khalid, Hermes, Deji, and Kes. You guys, Khalid was so fast. Like, the gap he gave them, I did not expect him to be that fast. The guy is good, man. The guy is good. And it's so sad that he might be going home this Sunday. But yeah. Then for the final qualifying round, they had to play cup pong. It's basically a game where you just like pot some balls into a cup. And this was the round where Hermes really, really shined. He put in a whole lot of balls. And that's how he was able to qualify to the finals. So for the final round, we had Hermes and Deji. They were the ones that qualified. This final part was crazy. So for the final game, Big Brother told them that they needed to pass eggs. They were boiled eggs though, through this cage-like stuff with just their fingers, you guys, just their fingers. And they have to do this, pass it through the hole. When you take it up, you take it. In fact, the game, I never feel it was just too much for them. But at the end of the whole thing, you're going to now try to pass the egg through the hole such that it hits this queue. And you have to hit down both queues with 2 eggs. So you guys, you see this particular game, it was hard. It was really, really hard. They took a lot of time. They spent a lot of time doing it, and honestly, they really deserve whatever they are going to get from it. I feel like the win is going to be high because this game was hard. So Hermes won this final round, and he's the winner of the Quidax competition. Big Brother has not yet announced what he is going to win, and I don't think Big Brother is going to tell us what he will win because they said they will not be announcing that. It's when they come out that they're going to know how much they've won. So, but Hermes won this particular task. Congratulations to Hermes. So that's it for this video. Let me go and watch the pool party. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'm going to see you on the next one. Bye. Love you.